Hello everyone, welcome to another beautiful edition of Make It Plain with Uche plus Kachi.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome guys, hope you've had a beautiful day, hope you had a wonderful week. It's another week and we're so grateful that we get to do this. We get to come on your screens and we get to share with you and help you win in your relationships. My name is Kachi and of course my beautiful wife Uche. If you're first time on our channel, do well to hit the like button on this content and do well to subscribe and to let the people know that stuff is happening here.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. So have you caught up with all our episodes? Did you watch last week?
I hope you're up to date.
I hope you're up to date, guys. You cannot afford to slack this year because we're coming at you guys hot. We're coming in hot.
Literally the same time, literally.
like it was choreographed, right?
Honestly,
that was just spontaneous.
I'm telling you, literally, I just knew that was what just came into my head as soon as you said that.
We're coming in hot. So today is gonna be another amazing episode. And what are we talking about, babe?
Dealing with unmet expectations.
Unmet expectations. Does that ring a bell?
It rings a bell because life is filled with man. Like everybody's like they say. I think it was. Yeah, it was in church, so they had a discussion with the teenagers, and the thing was, everybody was eat breakfast. So
breakfast.
Okay, yeah. So that was the theme.
Breakfast.
That's the local dialect.
Yeah.
But that was the theme, and it wasn't until that service I actually understood what it meant. So it was like basically like life, you have disappointments, you would have sometimes, things that you wanted and expected, they don't necessarily happen how you expect it to. So that was very interesting for me, that was what, that saying, that's actually what it means.
That's what so it's like it connotes, it's connotative, so it has a more deeper meaning than the surface or literal
eat breakfast.
Yeah, literal meaning.
Because when they kept saying that their
breakfast.
theme was breakfast, everyone kept saying, "Oh, are you guys bringing breakfast?" Even me, so I was like, "Oh, are you guys gonna give us like English breakfast and everything?" But literally, we were just talking about how to
everyone would at some point in their lives deal with disappointment or unmet expectations. It just goes back to when you're at the altar, you're saying the vows. Do you take her, Uche, to be your lovely wedded wife, to love and to hold, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part.
So that was what you said, but yeah, just the general movie.
Say, I lovingly do. Everybody says, I lovingly do. It's so exciting.
I'm so excited, though. It's like a package, right? So it's like a gift.
Exactly.
It's a gift, right?
Exactly. Wrapped.
Beautifully wrapped.
Wrapped.
You're not really sure what's inside.
You're not sure. all you know is, okay, this person, however long you've dated, however long you've courted,
it's a beautiful present.
It's still a wrapped up gift.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Still wrapped up gift that every second you spend together, every minute, every hour,
it's literally like layers of wrapping.
You're just going to be unwrapping, you're going to be unwrapping. And so you find in the unwrapping, there will be enjoyable moments. In the unwrapping, there will be satisfying moments. In the unwrapping, there will be painful moments.
There'll be some moments here, like, what kind of wrapping paper is this?
Unwrapping, you're like, what the
what's
hell
did
I
this?
get?
Like,
Are you you're gonna ask those questions, and it's gonna hit you. It's gonna come at you, and everybody goes through that phase. Everybody.
But just make sure that with whatever you get, I mean, there'll be things that you see beforehand or something.
Oh yeah, of course.
That you are like, okay, maybe like, so if we're saying the gift comes in layers, there'll be some wrapping paper that you're just kind of like,
No, of course. Before that time, you've obviously unwrapped some layers whilst dating.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like even in the dating relationship, I'm saying so while you're unwrapping, there's some wrapping papers, if we put it in that way, you come across and you're like,
okay, I can deal with this. I can't deal with is this a deal breaker for me? Is this something I can handle?
So that when you now get, to the full blown gift, and you some things are like a surprise, which will happen. There's good surprise, like oh my god, amazing surprises, but like some surprise, like oh wow. Those oh wows are not deal breakers.
Very true. Deal breakers. And the so some people watching us right now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't I'm not sure my spouse has any unmet expectations with regards to me and your
funny
yourself, giving yourself the all the accolades and all of that. But
maybe those people need open days. I was telling him about. I just said let me just through it. I was telling him about like I was listening to someone and they're saying you should have some open days where like you speak freely and speak your mind. And I was telling him like I don't even think it will work. Like as close as we are, open day will not work for us. Like okay, so it's like a no holds barred day where you can actually say how you feel.
Something happens and you just blurt. Literally.
Not something happens. Like it's a day where like on that day
you're allowed to blurt. You're allowed to say whatever.
And so I was not saying to him that it won't work for me, because it means that in my mind I'm gonna be sitting there like, so you literally waited till this day to come and tell me how you really feel, and then to become a battle of he says one, I'll try to up the game.
Exactly.
For us anyways. And then it just shows that really when you're listening to counsel, be very careful and know what works for you. So I just laugh. I laugh about him.
So the important thing is to contextualize. So
is it going to work for us?
Is it going to work for
you? Even the things that we say, you need to make sure that in your context. So exactly that works.
How do you take the value that we share? Yeah. How do you take the advice that we give? How do you take
and apply it to your context?
Exactly. So situations happen between us. By reason of how we are, by reason of our peculiar personalities and the peculiarity of our relationship, how we deal with issues is peculiar to us. If you take our solution or the method that we applied and you put it in your environment, you might not get the results. You might be lucky, you might get the exact same results that we got, but it's important that you are able at every point in time to contextualize.
Because I just told him, I was like, that's not going to work for us. Like, for us, if something happens, we're going to talk about it.
Exactly.
I mean, to the best of our ability, I might not. I mean, that's part of the things he's going to share. I might not say something at that moment, but we will talk about it progressively, right?
Exactly.
So we might not finish at that point.
You're not waiting for. You don't need any open days.
It won't work.
You don't need any.
Well, it won't work.
No
for some people.
So that that's what we're saying. For us, we don't need any open days or no.
I'm like, I'm literally going to be looking at him like, so you waited till today, to tell me the list of 5 things I haven't done properly. That's not going to work for us. So that was just interesting.
Yeah. So today we're going to share with you we're going to we've asked ourselves. So that's why we're coming to you guys, right? And we also want to encourage you. So if you have any unmet expectations with your spouse,
or somebody that you're dating,
or someone you're dating, and you have some unmet expectations, and you're like, okay, I actually expected this, but that's not the reality. So we'd also love you to share these things with us in the comments. Let's also know.
And hopefully the whatever unmet expectations you have are not deal breakers, because you need to be that's very, very critical of that. You don't ignore it if you don't think you can manage it. We always overestimate what we can manage. It's very, very important that you the things that you cannot manage, or the things that you cannot cope
you cannot
with,
condone or tolerate.
That you please make it known to the person to either change, or I mean whatever, to work through.
You both
it's very, very
work
important
through it, for the betterment of your relationship. So, ladies first. You go first. You go first. Tell them.
Unmet expectations. Okay. Literally, I sat down. I was thinking through this. Like, what would I say? Like, what expectations did I have of him that hasn't been met, or
you're like,
or things that have surprised. I think mine is going to be a mixture of things that surprise me.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I have unmet expectations in that regard, but I think that surprised me. I think that's more in line for me.
Okay.
So I thought you were a lot more organized than you are now. Like, I really thought he was super organized.
Not that I'm not organized.
Not that you're not organized, but I thought you were super organized.
Super organized meaning that tell the people what you.
I just thought you were really organized. Like, you were always having everything properly, in proper place and all of that. I literally thought.
I have things in proper place?
Okay, not like I thought.
But I mean, human being though.
I know, but some people are very, very super. They're organized. You're not that you're scattered. Not that you're scattered, but you're not as organized as I thought.
Okay.
Because I would say this: you used to roll your belt and things.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you don't. Sometimes you can hang. Now you hang it. You don't always roll it. But then you used to roll it, everything in proper place. Now you just have things in some places. So that's, I'm not complaining.
Hey God, my life.
I'm not complaining bitterly because I'm not as organized. So I can imagine. I think that it still works out because I feel like if you were super organized and I wasn't as organized, it would be a problem because I'm not as organized like that.
Okay, guys. So
right.
I hear this is no qualms, no wahala. But so in a way, when I can understand that, I can agree with that. But in a way, it's been a learning curve for me. So I remember when she came over to my place in the UK whilst I was doing my uni, doing my master's. She came over to my room and saw everything, but that's from a kid. I have been that way. Yeah. But so whilst being married, my wife can have this here, have that here, and that here, and for me that's and I'm like, okay. So when I help to pick things and put things in place, and sometimes she keeps some things, I'm like, Mama, you need to fix that. Okay, I've seen it, I'm going to fix it. So what have I learned to do? If I cannot do it, I just look away. I try.
But why are you talking about my stuff when you also have stuff around? So what I'm trying to say is that it's not like you also don't have everything in the proper place.
Of course, nobody is 100%, but I'm saying that I'm toned down. I'm toned down.
So you're saying you're toned down because of me?
Because of you. No, honestly. I'm telling you.
Well, at least it's not going to be a problem.
No, it's not a problem, and so
because of that, you have said to yourself, "This is not the life and death."
Guys, sometimes negative impacts the positive. Do you understand?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Well, use it as an excuse. Don't fuck up. Go ahead. What's your own?
Oh my gosh. Unmet expectation.
So hold on, just throwing that back. So one of the ways he has dealt with that is to say, you know what, we'll get to it. I mean, the things that, it's not like everywhere is scattered. No, we don't. No. I can't even deal with that.
Yeah.
But if
always wanting prim everywhere.
Yeah. So if she leaves the shoe, first of all, in the corner and things, she'll get to it. She will eventually move it to its place. So it's not like the end of the world. And I don't have to have it.
And if she doesn't do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I will put it aside.
Yeah, that's what love is. That's what love is.
And fix it up and it's
and
part
also
of,
help you too.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
it's part of the part of
part of it.
the journey. So what would I say? unmet expectation with my wife, right? I have been surprised, right? The expectation, marrying an only child, I expected that, having lived as an only child, I expected that, getting married, you'd want to this person that you love, that you're so in love with, that you want to do things together, that you won't be the one pushing to do things together. Or more, independent.com. Hey! Independent.com. To the point where my wife and I can go to the store in the same car. We will come down from the car. As I'm coming out, she's already inside the store. I'm the one. She said, "Wait for me now. Let me join."
Well, I honestly, I didn't even realize how much, I do that, and how much that being an only child truly impacted me in that way. I'm used to doing things on my own. I'm like, let's go. And then, hold on. Also, I think it's also as a result of the fact that Nelson really takes his time. Oh my God. That's the one, actually. He takes his time. Oh, Jesus. I'm more like, okay, we need to go. I'm not as patient. You're very patient, and he plays out. So he would take his time, calm down. I'm already inside the store. What are you taking all that time for? And then, we're having a discussion the other day. I think I wanted to work out or something. And he was like, oh, you should wait for me to work out together. I'm like, why? Work out, but then
I didn't told you something.
Yeah, I want us to do things. I like to do things with you.
I told her something. I said, by reason of my person and my nature, I've run solo a lot on a lot of things. So she always tells me this, that I don't like asking people for help.
Yeah,
And I find myself in situations like that. Maybe because in a way I'm almost like I want to have things done in a certain way.
You mean you're a perfectionist?
No, I like to have things
done
in a certain way.
When it comes to work, you're a perfectionist, and that's not a bad thing. But it has its
if I can't find anyone who can deal it on that level, I'll do it.
Let me tell a story. When I used to be we used to serve, and he was a leader, so we served together in a youth group, and he was my leader. He would make me write letters, and I'm like, what? He'll be like, oh, write it. And then by the time he's done editing, it's you won't even see a trace of the fact that I wrote the letter. I'm like, why do you make me write? Why do you punish me in this way? That's how much of a perfectionist he is. Go ahead.
Anyway, so when I've run solo like that, and so coming into marriage, I love my wife and I love to have us do things together. So I said to her, this is actually one of the reasons why I love doing stuff with you. Because
really is together, man.
Let's do it together.
I'm learning. So that day it was really I just paused. I was like, wow. So now I'm like, okay, when I'm going to work out, I have to tell him. I'm going to do things like, okay, are you coming and everything? But it's the patience thing. I'm learning. I still get into the stores early, but I'm learning. I'm also telling him that, speed it up, because
I don't take too much time.
What?
I don't take too much time.
Okay. Do you understand another one?
What's your next one?
Okay, another one. I think for me it's really just surprises, a lot of surprises. Surprise talks a lot. Oh my God.
Guys, don't I look quiet?
So I thought he was quiet, right?
Am I not
outside? Because she's super quiet. I'm sure you ask for average person. Does Kachi talk a lot? They might say he's quiet. He's quiet outside. He reserves all the conversation for me. Everything's download. Sometimes I'm just Kachi will be quiet. It just goes on and on and on and on. It's so interesting because I actually thought I was a talkative one. I was the one who talks a lot. Outside though, everyone will say it's quiet, that I talk a lot. Y'all, I'm telling you that it's the reverse is the case. That's
guys
proper surprise.
Is it not with somebody you love, you want to share stories? You want to tell them stories. Guys, no.
I mean, I enjoy the stories, but sometimes it gets too much.
I want to talk.
He doesn't stop until he sleeps.
And see, I'm the life of the party. Okay. I bring the vibe. I bring the excitement.
He doesn't talk until he sleeps.
I don't stop talking.
No. Yeah.
You said I don't talk until I sleep.
No, you don't stop. Sorry. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't stop until he's like literally. There'll be times. You know, there are times where like he's not talking, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" I don't.
That was me.
I'm like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?"
We were caught together, and I was quiet. We were waiting for service, you know, and I was quiet, and she was sitting beside me, and I was just quiet, and she not turning like, "Are you okay?"
Because it's not normal.
Is everything okay? I said,
obviously, after a while, he started to do. So I'm telling you guys. He talks. He talks. That I'm like. I actually told his brother one day. I was like, your brother doesn't stop. He goes on and on. All the talk he doesn't do outside, I get to hear every single thing.
Anyways, another one. My wife. So maybe this also comes back to your person. So my wife is shy, and I think that explains it in a way. So she's not as romantic as I thought. as I when we were dating, my wife would write beautiful love notes. Like beautiful.
So that's an unmet expectation. Actually.
Yeah. Beautiful love notes. Like,
beyond surprise.
Then I'm like, are you not the one, or did you get someone to be writing those things for you? When they look the babe, I say, this babe, don't do me like this.
So I'm not as romantic. That's an unmet expectation.
And she's even telling me that she's surprised herself.
I honestly, truthfully, like, moments, like, actually, even me, I'm surprised though. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Maybe it's being an only child. I don't know. Yeah, it's that one has to actually be a work in progress. Like, I'm trying.
I guess because you're kind of shy.
I don't think it's because I'm shy. I think it's also because I'm not patient. I think it also has to be. I think it has something to do also. It's just like I don't know. I'm not as patient as I can be. And it's something I don't know. Someone will say, "Oh, pray for the food." I'm sure someone is like, "You can pray for patience." I'm a little bit nervous about praying for patience because I heard that. Well, a lot of people that prayed for patience, they're now super patient. I don't know if I want to be super patient. I mean, a little bit like, oh God, what if you not give me patience in overdose? I don't know. But maybe it's because I'm not as patient, and I don't know. But it's just something that I'm working on. I'm telling you, I'm actually surprised at that too. I'm really surprised about how I have no romantic glow in my body.
So what's the next one?
What else? I thought you were very. I don't know. Okay, so maybe I sort of expected him to be the somewhat opposite of me. Yeah, so that I'm not a certain way. He's more of that. So I expected that he would be outgoing, like all of that, and he's not very outgoing as such.
But
he's outgoing to me.
Didn't you see?
I don't know. I just sometimes that's something that I wanted. Maybe yes.
That's something
I wanted was something that would be outgoing because I'm not as outgoing. I'm very homebody.
You wanted a social butterfly.
Yes. Yo. I'm even more of the social butterfly among the two of us. Like literally. I'm just like, how y'all. I am more of the social butterfly amongst the two of us.
Between us, who is the social butterfly? No, let's actually look at it.
Everybody will answer the question.
Let's actually look at it. I have the more connections. I have the more friends.
You have what friends?
I relate more with, I reach out.
Amen. But yeah, I actually wanted that because I'm like, I'm not. So it'd be good, to have that. But, oh well.
We'll be homebodies together.
Okay. So,
Unmet expectations. So my wife talks, but sometimes, so I'm like, okay, that's a good trait. So she talks, and then when it comes to issues, my wife doesn't want to say anything, and you literally like have to almost like pulling teeth. Okay, what is it? Okay, is that a general women thing? Okay, talk to me. You now have to go around and find different ways to get her to open up and to talk and to I'm like, okay, I'm patient. Yes, this is beta level impatience.
What did I so okay, what have I told you is the reason for that?
I don't know.
He knows. He doesn't want to answer. He knows well. Itachi is a lawyer.
Hey.
So like he comes from a family of lawyers, right?
Hey, God.
I promise you, when I tell you that he can talk so much, even in arguments, and in an argument, like, you know, it becomes like I'm in a courtroom.
Hey.
You go here, he goes, like, it literally will block you everywhere. I don't have that. See, like I said, I'm not very patient. It's a lot. I'm not as long-winded as he is. Actually, in arguments, I am not long-winded at all. He will literally put like, boom, boom, boom. So what's the point? Bye-bye, you're right. That's the way I feel about it. Like, okay, you're right. Absolutely. I can't even deal with this. Like, you're right. Whatever you say is right. Because I'm telling you, if you say no, it's not like he's going to block you and tell you what. Oh, no. So, and he's more long-winded than I am. But if you notice, one of the things with our unmet expectations is that we can laugh about it. And, you know, that's very, you know, even while we're thinking through and everything.
Yeah.
I was so grateful that we could laugh about unmet expectations. And it's not something that, it's not like we're pretending or anything. Like, literally, we can laugh about it.
Yeah.
It's not something that it's a deal breaker, because if it was a deal breaker, like I was telling him about somebody that I used to be friends with, and let's say friendly,
yeah.
and you know, he traveled at some point, and then he came back, and he was telling me, oh, I bought A, B, C, D for myself. Like, he was even showing me all things he bought for himself, right? And he didn't even get biro from me, like not a pin for me. And I was just like, please, this one, if I'm friends with you, like friendly with you, and you can't even get me a pen, not even cookies, please, this is not even something that I want to venture in to at all, because that the unmet expectations, when I truly unwrap that gift, it's gonna be like you don't even care, and you're looking out for number one. You're selfish, and I'm not even gonna, you know, put up with that. That's gonna be major. Like, the person's already showing you that, look, I'm not even gonna be kind to you. I'm not gonna remember. You're not gonna be thinking about you. You know, so at least we can laugh about it, and you know. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, you know, so you know, like she's rightly said, you know, there are people who unfortunately find themselves in situations where, you know, the expectations of care, thoughtfulness, you know, kind-heartedness, you know, you say you love someone, or you say this is the person you want to be with for the rest of your life, and you don't even demonstrate it in any way. You know, in words of affirmation. You don't demonstrate it in words of affirmation. You don't even demonstrate it in gifts and things that you get for the person. There's no thoughtfulness. You know, there's sometimes, you know, she wakes up in the morning, and I you know, brew her a cup of coffee, because that's what kicks her up from bed. That show of care.
Yeah.
You know, that, oh, I understand that this is what you need, you know, and all that. And if you find yourself
you should just make that a habit.
You know, if you find yourself in such a situation,
you should make that a habit. No, because coffee helps. Honestly, coffee helps me in the morning. Literally, like, I think before coffee, I'm not a happy camper. I'm sure, you know. No, I'm not
she's
happy.
Not.
No.
My wife in the morning is, babe, it's time to go. Okay, give me 5 more minutes.
No, without coffee, honestly.
10 minutes after, intentionally. Oh. Babe, it's 10 minutes after. What's the time now? Is it 7 o'clock yet? No, it's 6:49. Okay, I'll wake up by 7 o'clock.
But really, that tells you that morning coffee should be a staple, except on days when I'm fasting. But really, without coffee is so important in the morning for me. I can't even lie. But yeah,
is it yet 7 o'clock? No, it's baby.
I think that's actually a surprise for you. Like, I'm not a morning person.
Okay, let me get up at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Or God help you, it's a weekend that we're not going anywhere, and you're trying to wake her up.
What? Like, I don't understand. What?
Are we going anywhere? Why? Why don't you disturb my morning sleep? Why?
Morning sleep hits extra. I don't know what it is, but morning sleep be hitting. It hits real good. It really does.
You know, so unfortunately, if you find yourself in a situation where these unmet expectations are things you cannot laugh about, you know, we are selling our hearts out to you, and we're praying for you. We're praying for you, we're praying with you, you know.
That you truly begin to go take steps.
You know. And that, you know, sometimes it's about communication.
Yes.
Sometimes it's about God giving that spouse a heart of flesh.
Yes.
You know, praying for the person, and, you know, truly, you know, trusting God to change their hearts, so that when you communicate those things that are a pain point, or those things that you're not very comfortable about, they're able to receive, you know, to receive what you're saying, not just to hear you, but to listen to your heart, you know, and have the willingness, you know. So
I think one of the reasons also why we don't really have those painful, you know, because I'm thinking, it's not that we've not had challenges. I think it's because we really discuss a lot.
Oh yes.
And like you said, receiving that is so critical. I think receiving the person's pain or something, when the person shares their heart. So I think it's something that, thankfully and by God's grace, we've been able to embody. So we receive it, and it doesn't sit. It doesn't sit in us, and we're able to move on from it, because it doesn't mean that everything has been, like, you know, perfect.
Yeah.
But I think that receiving that correction, that
in love,
you know,
it's the making the correction in love and receiving it. So it goes pari passu.
I think that's what has helped us, because, and then it doesn't sit in us. So that's why even thinking about it to discuss makes it a bit tough, because we don't remember. It's not something that, you know. That's why open day won't work for me, because that means I have to be storing it.
Exactly. I'm waiting for a day where you have to talk
and then,
about it.
You know, pull it out with my phone.
Yeah.
And
I'm waiting for a day. You start, you know, firing.
But because we talk about things, and as we go along, we're very, very intentional about that. Intentional about, you know, finding the right time to say, "Oh, babe, you hurt me," or "Babe, I don't like this," or, you know, even when you're telling me I like to do things together, that really stood out to me. And, you know, and how you even said, so it was a workout.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't like we're fighting or something. Not that we don't have times where we're fighting and we say things to one another, but it doesn't sit. I don't know, for me, I don't keep things in my heart. It doesn't sit.
You know, yeah, so that's it. That's so I think, are we going to do a part B to this?
Yeah, part B to talk about in marriage. So this is
unmet expectations with regards to
in, you know, like in
together.
This
is marriage, but this is now together. The next one will be together, you know. Collective unmet expectations. Yes,
collective. So like the two of us as a couple.
So we hope you've enjoyed this.
We
hope you gain value from this, as always, because it's always our intention. It's always our desire that every time we come on your screens is to give value, and more importantly, to help you to win in your relationship. Now, do well, guys, to like this content, do well to share it, do well to leave your comments, please.
Yes, feedback. I was going to say that.
Feedback.
Please give us feedback.
With your own unmet expectations.
Yeah.
Let's know. Let's know, and also
and how you're dealing with it.
Yes, and how you're dealing with it, and also subscribe. We have a goal this year, and we're working at it. We're working at it. And it's always a pleasure coming your way. It's always a pleasure that we get to do this, and we truly love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Until we come your way next time, she remains Uche, and I am Kachi. Find us and follow us on social media. We always will be here for you guys.
Yes.
All right, now till we see you again.
Bye. We love you. God bless you.
Bye.